Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Wednesday Word. So first and foremost, well, happy Wednesday, right? Because it's Wednesday, well, we're doing the Wednesday Word. Now, if you're a first timer, Wednesday people, welcome. Let me just give you a little bit of history as to why the Wednesday Word is even happening. I got this long old list of words that are success themed, success driven, success motivated. First lesson I learned when I first started studying Grant Cardone back in 2003 was this: selling is a conversation, and power comes from the words that you use. So what I want to do on the Wednesday Word is I'm going to take these words and I want to understand what they mean. I'm going to look at some definitions. We're going to look at some history of the word, etymology, derivation. What do they mean? And is there something else? Because if you're looking at this, right, the Wednesday Word, hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. What kind of wisdom can we pull from these words? And then most importantly, how do we take these words and plug them into and get results in our sales and our business and our life? And so that is what goes down on the Wednesday Word. So thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe. And if you get some value from it, share it, right? Simple. Perfect. Okay. So let's just get into today's word, shall we? Today's word. You can either be this, or you can be average. And it's a choice. Today's word is obsessed. That's right, obsessed. Now, is this a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? This is an adjective. It's a description. So let's look at the definition. I've got a few. We'll even use it in some sentences. Okay. The definition of obsessed, right out of Google: preoccupied with or haunted by some idea, interest, etc. Being in a state of obsession. So when you're in a state of obsession, you are obsessed. That means you are preoccupied with or haunted by. Yeah, haunted by some idea or interest, etc. I'll let you plug in what etc. means to you. So, in a sentence, this was because on vacations, my father was a man obsessed. Reminds me of Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation from back in the 80s, right? Clark W. Griswold is a good example of a man obsessed. Okay, punches Marty Moose right in the nose. Gatsby, the obsessed lover, erecting an empire and stringing it with lights to impress a girl. Okay, remember that? F. Scott Fitzgerald, the great Gatsby. She was once obsessed with being a good person. But it seems we're becoming so obsessed with healthy eating, we are embarking on up to 3 different diets a year. A sports-obsessed teenager. That was not me. Different obsession altogether. Okay, so hey, the etymology of obsessed. 1500s is when that word starts showing up. It's the action of besieging, which is a sense now obsolete, but is it really? So back in the 1500s, or even before that, castle warfare, you would siege a castle. So the action of besieging, you were obsessed with what? You wanted to conquer that thing and bring it down. Okay, so then Middle French obsession, and directly from Latin obsessio, meaning siege, blockade, a blocking up. So then to besiege meant also like obsess. And then later on, we have hostile action of an evil spirit. Oh my God. Like possession, but without the spirit actually inhabiting the body. So like a poltergeist or something to that degree. Huh. Learn something new every day. Then transferred the sense of action of anything which engrosses the mind. That shows up late 1600s. So then from a psychological sense, ergo like restraining order kind of stuff, the negative side, the idea or image that intrudes on the mind of a person against his will. Whoa. Idea or image that intrudes on the mind of a person against his will. You ever can't get something out of your head? Like a song? You're kind of obsessed on a song or a person. Remember, like in high school, you were crushing on somebody. Speaking of obsessed, okay? But what do we do with that? But that's energy, wouldn't you agree? That's an energy, okay? So, the action idea. I'm going to drop a quote from an article with Grant in the magazine Forbes. And then I'm going to give you 9 things. Nine things that you can work on immediately to handle and increase your good obsession, level of obsession in a positive way, right? So, for example, I used to be obsessed with cigarettes, okay? I was also obsessed with Jack Daniels. No longer, okay? My new obsession is fitness and health, eating right, exercise, okay? So one was a not so good obsession. The other, very good, okay? So I'll give you 9 things that you can work on immediately to start handling any bad ones and replace them and increase good levels of obsession on the right target. Okay, so first, quote from Grant, right out of Forbes magazine. Here we go. Quote, obsession is the fuel that gives you a can't quit, won't quit, accelerator to the floor, monster ambition inside of you, and it grows as you grow, regardless of your age. Let me just pause for a second. Everybody know how old Grant is right now? And have you seen what he looks like? Okay. Back to the quote. In fact, the older I get, Grant says, and the more success I experience, the more obsessed I become with the reality I can create. That means you too can create your reality. In fact, you're creating your reality right now. Everything that you do, every thought that you have, every action you take, decision you make creates your existing reality. So Grant goes on to say, as you embrace your obsessions and deny average, your potential will continue to be revealed to you. This is what keeps people motivated and creating. It is not money or awards, but possibilities. Becoming satisfied with what you have done only means someone in your life has convinced you to settle for average. Let me say it again. Becoming satisfied with what you have done only means someone in your life has convinced you to settle for average. The average are threatened by the obsessed, thus they spend their time trying to stop the obsessed from being obsessed, as they try to make sense of when they traded their obsessions in for average. Have you traded your obsessions in for average? And if you have, then let us use this moment to go back to wherever it was that you traded them in and get them back, your obsessions. Okay? So here's the 9 things that you can work on immediately to handle and then increase your level of obsession. You taking notes? You ready? Okay, number 1, embrace the fact that you are responsible for your own success. 2, figure out your purpose and tie it to your obsessions. If you have any doubt or uncertainties about what your purpose is, if you're just not even sure, here's the deal. Your true purpose will always be found in the service of others. Okay, there's a little hint. 3, feed your obsessions, starve your doubts. 4, dominate every sector of your life. 5, make sales your top priority. 6, be dangerous. 7, hire the best and get them obsessed. 8, take control. 9, refuse to quit. Which one of those 9 do you need to work on the most? Come on, which one is it? Okay, it's just you and me on this conversation, so you can say it out loud. You can admit it. Okay, it's just you and I right now. Okay, where do you need to increase your level of obsession? What do you need to get rid of? Grant says you want to meet the devil. Have white space in the calendar. Okay. So what are you gonna do? Which one of those 9 needs the most effort? Needs the most attention? Needs the most focus? Okay, figure that one out. That's your assignment this week. Go out there and get obsessed, because what's your other alternative? Average. Okay, and as Grant says in the 10X rule, average is a failing formula. It's never helped anybody. It's never served anybody. How many people do you know right now that have been functioning at an average, normal level of action that have been completely devastated by what has happened in our economy? Okay, don't be that. It is a choice. It's a choice you make every single day. Okay, and If there's anything I can help with all of this, please feel free to reach out to me. It's a serious topic. 310-777-0352. That's my direct number. You can email me, david@grantcardone.com. That's 310-777-0352 or david@grantcardone.com. Have an awesome rest of your week. Go get yourself obsessed and be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.